Good morning, Wonder Women of the World. This is Ilona from 1 Million Women to Tech. Today is the summary of week 3 of the Summer of Code. It's amazing what you have achieved so far. Today I will give you a bit of a community update, and I welcome everybody in the community worldwide to always tune in to the weekly summary. This is our chance to review what has been going well and what we can improve on together. And it's a beautiful time to celebrate all that you have achieved. After the community update, I will show you what we have been working on in the inside as with the volunteers. And today I will talk about the budding structure, the structure in making, the structure that we're planning for the next year for 1 Million Women to Tech and forward. It's based on the framework of 24 assets, and I'll tell you more about it. And in the end, I will open and announce the new hackathon challenge for week 4, because by popular demand, you have asked for it to be announced as early as possible so that you could work on it on the weekend. Excellent. A round of applause for all of you who made it here. And let's get started. Hi, Annie. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Aksa, Jamil. Sarah Walmsley, good morning. Anusha Lihala, Rox Arton, Marta Bodora, good morning. So, the community information at the moment is such that we have a total of 3,482 active members in the do-it-yourself section. 3,482. I have also put this in the description below. This is wonderful. Please know that the DIY track is still open. So if you were on the pre-registration list or the wait list, or you want to invite friends, please invite them to the DIY section. They can get there by going to memberportal.1millionwomentotech.com/DIY. The DIY section is where all the official communication is happening. So once you're in there, then please join the Discord channel using this link. When you join the Discord channel, automatically you will be joined as a DIYer. We also have a total of 381 Gold and VIP members. It's wonderful. The Gold and VIP members we still have about 1,600 spots available, and you receive premium content, you receive support and certification, and VIPers receive a career breakthrough session, a fast forward career accelerator, and masterminds. I cannot click into it, but you have a special Discord link that you can use so that you are upgraded into Gold and VIP automatically within our Discord channel. If I showed it right here, then the password would show on the screen, so I can't show it. But please know that once you have signed up through the website, you'll be in there. I also would like to let you know that by popular demand, I am organizing a UK meetup tomorrow morning in the park. It will be a child-friendly event. We will be having an inner coding session in person at 10 a.m. British Standard Time. This place is in Cutslow Park, UK, OX2, OX28ES. If you are in the UK, the closest train station is Oxford Parkway. Please check the trains though, because sometimes, you know, they run, and sometimes in England they are under construction. There is also parking, although of course Saturday is quite busy, but there is free parking just near at the end of this road, Harvard Road here, if you're driving. and it's an open park. So we will meet at 9:45 by the ping pong table. We'll have introduction to inner coding at 10 a.m. We'll do 20 minutes of yoga from 10:20 to 10:40. Then we will do mindfulness practice for 20 minutes from 10:40 to 11. And at 11 we finish, dedicate, and the rest of the time is for you to meet each other or to enjoy time with family. It's child and dog friendly. You can bring boyfriends, girlfriends, spouses, anybody you would like. It's completely open and free. Please bring a yoga mat or a blanket to lie on. Please bring water and a great attitude. This is also a great opportunity if you know somebody who might benefit from the Summer of Code or inner coding, really. Please invite them. DIY and gold memberships are still open, and so we would love for everybody to invite those that they know. Let's move on to the structure. So behind the scenes, the volunteer leadership committee and myself have been working on a structure that could take 1 million women to attack to 1 million women truly in the world. And so far we are organizing ourselves into 3 sections: a community section, a strategy section, and a technology section. So if you are thinking of volunteering in the future, this part of the video is for you, to share information with you how this grassroots and very small scale idea is hopefully going to reach its mission, which is to provide coding education to 1 million women by 2020. The community section will have 2 groups, culture and brand. The strategy section will have 3 groups, product, funding, and market. And the technology group will have assistance and an IP group. But in all, actually all 7 groups are also technology groups, because we are teaching technology and we do that using technology. Oh my gosh, what a concept, you know. All of the sections will require that you become a great technologist. This structure then further breaks down into the 24 assets, which is based on Daniel Priestley's and the Dent Global 24 Asset Framework. So I will show that briefly here. The funding assets, culture assets, systems assets, product assets, market assets, brand assets, and IP assets. And what we are hoping to do is to have a group leader in each of the areas here, and then a volunteer for each of the sub-assets to take leadership on. There are more than 1,000 people who have indicated interest in volunteering, and there are only about 24 plus 7 positions open. So we will have more details on each specific section. But if you're interested in volunteering, I have put into the description here my personal invite link to the Audible version, so the audiobook version of 24 Assets. And if you haven't used Audible before, then your first book is free, and so you could use this link. I don't get any affiliate commissions on this. This is Amazon Audible, but you get the book for free if this is your first Audible book. And if you wanted to volunteer with us, then my suggestion is, and request, is that you read or listen to this book in the next 2 weeks, so that when we open the applications, you have a clear idea on what part you're most excited about working on and how you can contribute and what you would like to learn and grow from. I will briefly just try to explain a little bit. Ha 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 ha! Look at this. So if we go through here in the funding section, yes, you will see the business plan. This is for the nonprofit, the growth from where we are today to the 1 million. We don't really have valuation given that we are a charity, but what we do have is annual audited reports. So we will need good accounting, preferably nonprofit accounting know-how here, or at least somebody who is willing to find a pro bono accounting firm who could help us to have these annual reports. We are a California, Silicon Valley 501c3 nonprofit. Structure is legal structure. We don't have shareholders, but we do have board of directors and of course donors and constituents. Donors are those who donate, and constituents is a word that is often used in the United States in nonprofit and charity world to mean those that we help and those that are engaged in the community. So constituents will include the mentors, the employers, and of course all of the women who are studying. Risk mitigation is insurance, our data policies, our legal materials. Cultural assets are, all of these of course are everywhere. Key person of influence is somebody who sets the vision. In this case it's myself. I'm going to look for 5 amazing volunteers to help me with that. There is a marketing and sales culture so that we can hire and retain the most amazing the most amazing advocates for our cause who are volunteers themselves. Management and admin is helping us with cultural assets so that we can clearly communicate our culture across the organization, and also our cultural assets in technology, how we handle data, how we automate, what we build, and how. Systems assets are the actual systems that we build. So for marketing and sales, this will include Facebook, organic and paid, SEO, content, and all the other channels as well. Management and admin, we need lots of help, is how do we transition from a small charity to a global one that can fulfill the needs of 1 million people. And operations is such things as automating the Discord channels, GitHub permissions, and really allowing for everything to run smoothly. Product assets, there are 4 of these. There are gifts, which are to start the relationship. In this case, it's the DIY track for women. It is for free, it is available. It also includes all of our YouTube videos and Facebook Live videos that are free and available online. A product for prospects is that which creates trust. In our case, this is the gold membership. The core product solves the problem. I put here red because right now we only have capacity for 24 VIPers, but in reality it would be fantastic if we could grow to the size where everybody could receive what the VIPers are receiving, the career accelerator, the one-on-one mentoring, the career advice really. We don't really have any PFC, so product for customers yet. Those are things that the community will request. If you have ongoing needs, perhaps in your career life or your life as a woman who is working, then we can come together as a community and figure out what we can provide. Market assets are position, channels, and data. I actually need to learn more about these to be able to tell you. However, if you're a marketing expert, this probably is the group in which you would be able to contribute the most. Brand assets are our brand philosophy, our brand identity. Thank you, Sabiha Shaikh, our wonderful, wonderful volunteer who's already created much of our identity. It's probably the case that we want to simplify a little bit and just choose 2 colors and 2 fonts maximum, but probably just 1 font to use across all of our channels. And ambassadors. Ambassadors are those who are very famous and would be willing to be the official long-term ambassadors of our brand. So if you have any connections somewhere, high up, maybe this is a good place where you can start helping us to scout and recruit amazing brand ambassadors. IP assets are those that we have to protect, so it's our content library. any methodologies that we're using. If you're VIPer, you know already that in the Fast Forward Career Accelerator, we have the 5-pillar methodology. The inner coding is also a unique methodology. And I believe that the teaching method to teach that we use also has well, I don't know if it's proprietary, but it has unique aspects to it. And registering all of these assets, again, we would need help with. So please look into. Isn't this cool though? I mean, isn't it cool? I'm using my this is a data feed that Christina Tarantino helped me set up yesterday, and it allows me to write and showcase something physical to you here in the video. Can we get a round of applause for her? Thank you, Christina. So I've put a description below into the YouTube video. If you would like to get the audiobook that describes all these 24 assets, then you can get it for free, provided this is your first Audible book. Otherwise, you can also read the book. I have the feeling that this is not a one-time conversation. As we grow, it will get bigger and better. We will understand better what each section means. And finally, are you ready for the hackathon challenge announcement? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. So I'm very, very, very happy and excited to go to the final part of this weekly summary, which is to announce the hackathon challenge for you. Before I do it, it's just amazing what you have achieved this first 3 weeks. And even if you're behind, please don't worry. What matters is that you do coding every day. If you have very little time, then just watch the lecture, the live class, or the replay, and try to do the homework, the minimum assigned homework. If you have more time, then you can also watch the Q&A if you are a Gold or VIP member, or you can do more exercises that are assigned, the optional ones, the advanced ones, or you can work on the weekly hackathon challenge as well. The week 1, we have covered the basics of the Python programming language, and really most programming languages are built up very similarly. They can handle numbers and letters. They have some ordered data types that are more complex, such as lists and dictionaries. They have branching with if statements and loops. In our case, we looked at while and for loops. Then in week 2, we took this to the next level where we looked at methods, classes, and modules. And this week, we really put all of this together and started using one of the advanced libraries, the NLTK library. And we learned how to do calculations, how to read text from existing corpora and the internet, how to calculate lexical diversity, frequency distributions, and conditional frequency distributions, and how to plot these. And finally, we looked at regular expressions. I mean, congratulations. What you have achieved so far is several semesters worth of material. So if you aren't perfect at it yet, please be okay with it and please permit yourself. But the fact that you did it and followed along in itself is a huge accomplishment. And now for the week 4 hackathon challenge. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to build a sentiment analyzer using the Amazon, I cannot type, Amazon G minus G, Amazon review dataset, baby category. The dataset is given to you here. You get a bonus if your sentiment analyzer is also predictive of the apps for Android category, as we will be prototyping and writing our own apps. If you don't know what a sentiment analyzer is, you will know by next Friday, because I will be showing you every day a little bit of improvement on how we can write a sentiment analyzer and what considerations we should have to think about it. Now that I'm working on the data set itself, TensorFlow might be a little bit of an overkill, so we will build it up. But if you would like, you can get started on it right away. By the way, this data is from this website here, where you can see other data sets as well. To get you started, here are some helpful resources. For introductory level, there are here, but it's a lot. It's a lot of material. For advanced people, there's some advanced content. And if you are really, really familiar with machine learning already, or you are in computer science, we included some expert level content as well that you can read and enjoy. So a sentiment analyzer, very simply speaking, if you don't know what it is, then probably this hackathon challenge is better for you to do with me as we do it along during the class. We want to take, for example, a review from Amazon and be able to say, based on just reading the text of it, what score we think it will receive. So we're trying to predict the star rating from 1 to 5 stars by reading only the text. And this could be useful because we might want to go onto the internet or Facebook and also decide if a certain set of text or someone's comment is very positive or very negative. So we will be training our sentiment analyzer next week. Are there any questions? I'm very happy to take questions at any time I'm live. This is the community's time to have ideas, give feedback, suggestion. Rox says, oh, I wish in the UK to come to that. Rox, we will meet, and I'm sure it will be. What does culture mean? Rox says, it's a very good point. Cultural assets are specifically documenting your philosophy, the mission, and the vision, publishing them on the websites, in our materials, in our brochures, including them in our trainings. So the point is formalizing those into maybe even publishing it as a book. It becomes an asset once it is reusable, scalable, and trainable. So yes, culture means different things for different people. We are forming as a community, but I think it is quite clear that being an all-women's community, we value certain things, such as safety, such as kindness and truth, that we really enjoyed the interaction, the live element, that we are an all-volunteer organization, and therefore we need both help and patience, that we value security and safety, and that we would like to remain global and a single large community with lots of little cells all around the world. So we can formalize these, write them out, have videos about them, and then they become a cultural asset. Great question. Great question. Thank you. That's a fancy magic camera trick there. Thank you. I'm so proud of that. Do we have 2 cameras? Yes, we have now 2 cameras. Yes. Oh, yes. Rox says, very good. Sorry, if you have Kindle Unlimited, very good point, Rox. If you have Kindle Unlimited, the 24 Assets book is available freely within Kindle Unlimited. Very good point. Thank you. Very cool hackathon, even though I never heard of Sentiment Analyzer. Very good. I made a very basic sentiment analysis app many years ago with the Railsgrass initiative for everything. Great. Well, now is your chance. And to be honest, this can be used in so many different ways after you have written it. So I would say enjoy, discuss it. There's so many mentors on Discord. It's unbelievable. So many. I mean, look at them. There is only it's actually the mentors who are online the most. Yeah, every time I log in, there are so many wonderful mentors, and now you can actually see them under mentor in blue. So, hit them up, start a DM, direct message, start a screen sharing, and discuss. Okay, so, oh my gosh, what is a sentiment analyzer? How do I even get started? And if that is too difficult, one thing that is an easy win, I think, is for everybody to download the data and just open it. Open it with it's quite big though, let me think. But a JSON file, if you open it with a text editor, you can start looking at it and getting a feel for how are these reviews stored and what are the data points within it. Fabulous. All right. Well, very, very, very excited. The greatest help that you can do is by supporting each other, by being kind and truthful, by coming every day, and by helping us grow. So I will say this hopefully every time if I can remember it, please invite people. Please invite them. We did a little change to the do-it-yourself page. Now, the do-it-yourself page includes the onboarding webinar. Thank you, Beatrix Hideg, our wonderful volunteer, who added this, helped me create this. So now we have the onboarding webinar within the sign-up page so people get a sense for the community. Please invite. That's the biggest help you can do, is help us grow to achieve the mission. And have lots of fun. Accept everything as it is. Life is perfect. You're perfect. I love you all. This was Ilona Budapesti, Chief Storyteller of 1 Million Women to Tech. My love and my blessings to you all. See you in week 4.